Now, from the Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys come out and they are led out by Dak Prescott as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler who is now 32 years old.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Second down, Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the play fake, Dak. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here is second down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the outside, it's brought in by Golden. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. It's second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here?
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to fourth down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
McManus's kick is good, and the Packers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown, but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Dak. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 47-yard line.
Pistol now for Prescott. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. It's to the sideline and caught by Pickens.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on a punt for Dallas. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense,
in trouble, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That is brought in. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 39 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On first down, it's Love. And he's in. What a drive. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers are out to a 10-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. Dak going to throw it here on first down. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
Cowboys, 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Play action now. Prescott. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Micah Parsons in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's now 10-3. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safeties. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On second down, it's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
A 4-yard loss. It's fourth down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Seriously, just disgraceful.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They had that field goal in the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 25.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. To throw is Love. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up. Here's Love to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If this was just one guy dominating them up front, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can chip him. You can double team him. You can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
Is this a video game?
Down, the Packers turn over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A gain there of 20. That's good for a Dallas first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
On the play fake, Dak. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Cowboys.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Quick throw on target to Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 8 brings up second and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and a couple. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
7-yard gain. That's another Cowboys first down.
Sometimes you just have to keep it simple. You don't need to overthink things on second and short. Give it to the big guy behind you, send him crashing forward through the line, pick up the first down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. In trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Second down, Prescott. And that'll be batted down.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
Third and long. Now Prescott. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Quick throw here is complete. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This one, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got it at the 7, and they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Jacobs. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And he'll take it on in. Savion Williams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Pistol now for Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll go with Williams. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. That's into the hands of Lamb. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. He'll try to run for it. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming.
A gain of 1. It's fourth down and less than a yard.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys are able to get it back within a score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
First down, Green Bay.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That one reeled in by Golden. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Love to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 11. Throwing is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Got a man. That's Tolbert. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Good for a Cowboys first down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Williams gets it on the draw. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, Prescott. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey.
A 60-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. They'll go play action with Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards.
Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On 2nd down, Love. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Love. And he's in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. McManus on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers will extend this third quarter lead.
Cowboys 9.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's going to take this all the way back. 83 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit.
Cowboys 16.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Packers.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
That is into the hands of Wicks. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. Here's Jacobs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun on third down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The veteran, Jadeveon Clowney, still at it, and he still has it. He gets the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On comes the Packers punting team. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back near his goal line, Prescott to the left side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
2nd down, Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickens. That'll change things. Out of bounds, inside the 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. Pickup of 46 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. It's another run here for Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Cowboys.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. It is 2nd and 9. Here's Dak to throw. Quick throw on target to Pickens. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles.
And he will score! Game on! Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. The Cowboys will cut the deficit to 7.
Packers 30, Cowboys 23.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
From the gun, it's Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cowboys 23.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Micah Parsons in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That complete to Jacobs. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
In motion goes Dobbs. He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Now Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A second down throw for Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Packer first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Third down and 9. Love to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Packers.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
At the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Love to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
And it's third down.
Now Love. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over on downs. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Dak going to throw it here on first down. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Towards the middle, and that's Tolbert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Again, Prescott to the air. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Prescott now. And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal.
And this coach finds himself in a tough spot. He understands his team. They need 2 scores. But instead of taking the field goal, he decides to go for it. And what a job with the stop by this defense.
Run up the middle with Jacobs. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Bland on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 7. Here's Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
1st down.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. In motion, it's Golden. Running is Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now, Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout to talk things over before 3rd down. Now Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And the Packer 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Osa Odigizua on the tackle. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Packers set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Oh, he shanked it. Headed straight for the sideline. So Dak and the Cowboys now down by 11. A little less than 40 seconds to go. It's a tall order, but they begin with decent field position on first down. They'll drop to throw, finding room at midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down.
So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Arlington.